game method. For so many of us, we want things to change, but we struggle with a couple of common things, all of us together. If we want something to change, one of the first problems we bump into is, what do we want to change it to? You know, many people struggle with the act of being clear about what they want. You know, what is it actually that you want to change? So today, when I was teaching people how to make their game, one of the key things I was teaching them was how to use contrast to define what you want. So what I mean by that is, picture a time when you haven't been getting what you want. I'm sure you don't have to look very far. And what you typically think of is all the things you don't want. I don't want to be tired. I don't want to be stressed. I don't want to be not cared about. Most of us are very clear about what we don't want. And then you ask, well, what do you want? And then you say some more things that you don't want. Well, I don't want to live here, and I don't want to be stuck with this kind of money, or I don't want this job, you name it. Again, not saying what we do want. So a few people on the call today, probably everybody, did that. And it's normal. Almost everyone I work with does that. Almost everybody's good at figuring out what they don't want. And so what I do with people is I ask them, okay, if that's what you don't want, what would be the opposite of that? Let's use what you don't want as clarifying direction for what you do want. And so we started to do that. So someone was saying, I don't want to feel unworthy. Oh, that's an easy one. What do you want to feel? You want to feel worthy. All right, great. Write that down. I don't want to feel stressed. I want to feel energized. I don't want to feel tired. I want to feel excited. And so here we're using the things that you don't want as a signal to write down what you do want. So that was the first thing we did in the call as I established what it was to create a game. It was an awesome session, but it was a really fun session because everyone got more clear about what they want. And then we categorized it into two things: how we want to feel and how we actually measure that in our life. See, a lot of people struggle with the measurables as well. So if I'm saying something like, I feel worthy, well, how do we know that you feel worthy? You might feel it in how you measure it, but what would be happening in your life if you feel worthy? Oh, well, maybe you'd be going up to someone you're attracted to and starting a conversation. What someone said in the call today was, I'd be writing. I'd be a professional writer. I'd actually be taking action on my writing skills. Okay, here we go. Now all of a sudden the direction gets really clear. And so part of what we do in this coaching is, first, there's no point to coach you if you don't know where you want to go. So that's the very first thing we do. We get clear about the direction, where we're headed. And again, not a lot of people are very good at this because they haven't learned how to do it. Most of us do goal setting. This isn't goal setting. This is totally different from that. I used to do goal setting. I don't goal set anymore. I make games.